Can you explain, Premier, why taxpayer money was used to send an operative to, I quote, spy on, essentially stalk a political opponent of yours, while Bonnie Crombie was on a 3-day vacation in Jamaica in 2023? It's being described as creepy, disgusting, despicable, and beyond inappropriate. Can you explain that?
Yeah, well, I just found out yesterday. You'd have to talk to the party about it. It was $3,000 of the party's money, and I didn't know until yesterday. But talk to the party. I don't approve of it, but here nor there, that was $3,000 of the party's money. But thank you for the question.
Premier, you say you weren't aware of it. You're the leader of the Ontario PC party. If you didn't know that your political operation was sending someone overseas to spy on a political opponent, who's running the show? And does I don't know absolve you of responsibility for something that your own staff did? Those who work for you.
I don't watch every single dollar when I'm in the middle of a campaign, the largest in the country. I rely on our team to make sure that they spend it appropriately. And as I said, I found out, I think it was yesterday, they came up and told me, but you can talk to the party. It was $3,000 of the party's money. I want to emphasize that was the party's money. Do I agree? No.
This all starts at the top. This is a culture that they are feeding, and we know that he will do anything to stop someone that he doesn't like.
Do you believe the Premier when he said that he did not know about this?
I find it really hard to believe. Why? Because I've seen what he is capable of when it comes to personally attacking people, how incredibly competitive he is. We know the operatives that he has in his office. You know what? Just give us the answers and we'll find out. Just tell us. Let us know by 6 o'clock tonight who was responsible then. If it wasn't you, Premier, who was it? Who authorized this? Who was responsible for the spending? Who was directing the operation? Did you see a report on this, Premier? And if and when you found out about it, what did you do about it? Where are these people now? Who were they? Let's hear then. If it wasn't you, who was it? Who directed this operation?
His comments about Bonnie Crombie running again in Mississauga. Yeah. What does that say to you about his interest in Ms. Crombie?
He sees her as a threat. But moreover, so personally as a threat when she was running as leader and going to be running against him potentially in a general election, she did. So she's a threat, but also there's a beef there, and it runs deep and it knows no bounds. So if I were Bonnie, I would be looking over my shoulder. Where is it? What's he doing now? What are the operatives doing? Maybe to harm her campaign in Mississauga. And also, if they were willing to follow her, Ms. Crombie, to Jamaica, surely they were probably following her across the province during the campaign. What else did they know? Was she been following everywhere she went, everything she did? What about other candidates? What kind of oppo research are they doing on those people? But no matter how you slice it, this is a violation. This is a violation of privacy. We have to ask, is it stalking? Is there an element of criminality to this when you're following people like this? If it's a pattern of behavior, if they followed her all through Ontario and went to Jamaica, what does that say? We need answers to that. And I think we need to find out the appropriate bodies to ask to investigate this. And it might be the Integrity Commissioner. Maybe it's the police. But we need some answers. These were taxpayer dollars to follow someone to Jamaica on their personal time. That's not oppo research. That's an abuse of taxpayer money. But oppo research, the kind of research that we do, is what is happening to our taxpayer dollars? How are they best being spent? And we find out through various measures, donors and friends of the party and how they've had influence. That is fair opposition research. This is not. This is a violation, potentially stalking, and goes beyond the pale.